Good morning, dear respected Thầy, dear beloved community. Today is April 2nd in the year 2023, and we are at the Rising Time Meditation Hall at Magnolia Grove Monastery in Batesville, Mississippi. My name is Sister Bội Nghiêm, and my pronouns are she and her. I hope you are doing well, and that yesterday nobody pranked you because it was April Fool's Day. I'm happy that I'm not giving a Dharma talk on April Fool's Day. Or else you might assume everything I share is just fooling you. So thank you to causes and conditions that make it possible for me to be sitting up here, and it happens to be on April 2nd. I'm sitting here and I look down. I see many familiar faces. Some were here just a few weeks ago, last week, or last year, or just a few moments ago at the residence. Some of you are here perhaps for the first time. Could you raise your hand if you are here for the first time? Wonderful. Welcome to the monastery. Please relax. Feel that this is your home. This is a place that you wish to be for perhaps a long time, right? And due to life's schedule, other obligations that you couldn't come before. But today, you're here. So let go of any worries that you have. Today, you don't have to worry about the cooking. You don't have to worry about taking care of anyone. All you have to do is to take care of yourself and enjoy the wonders of life. Magnolia Grove Monastery is a spiritual community. It is not just a community, it is a spiritual community. And we come here to learn the art of mindful living, and also to try delicious Vietnamese vegetarian food, right? Anyone here have ever tasted Vietnamese vegetarian food before? Can you raise your hand? All of us should be raising our hand, right? Yes. And perhaps by the end of the day, you will remember many beautiful moments you have had with the community. And it is our hope that these memories continue to nourish you for the whole week, whole month. And every time you think about your experience here, there is peace inside and positive seeds of water. The word spiritual community, the word spiritual is a very sacred word. However, for us to start to be on that journey, perhaps we encounter much challenges in life, or a lot of obstacles and suffering. How many of us here seek spirituality when we were happy? Can you raise your hand? Okay, that's good to know. How many of us here seek spirituality because we have a lot of suffering in our life? Yeah. The theme of the Dharma talk today is there is Dharma in the drama. I like to play with words. I remember in 2020, I gave a Dharma talk, Wake Up After Breakup. Anyone here seen that Dharma talk before? No? Okay. It's on YouTube. And it makes me happy when friends came and say, Sister Bội Nghiêm, I just recently experienced a breakup, and I listened to your Dharma talk, Wake Up After Breakup. Many people tend to keep that as a secret, but I'm happy to hear that from the lay friends. And one time I gave a Dharma talk on experiencing the ordinary as extraordinary. What we consider as normal in our daily life, like to be able to see colors, we think that is normal, but that is extraordinary. That is a miracle. To be able to walk, we find that ordinary. What's so special about that? But are you sure? Think again. To be able to swallow a food, is that normal? Is that a tendency of thinking? If so, think differently. It's a miracle. To be able to come home and see your loved ones, or seeing your loved ones come home safely, is that normal? Or is it special? So, experience the ordinary as extraordinary. And so today, let us find the Dharma in the drama. How many of us here have drama in our life right now? Can you raise your hand? Oh, only 5. Then maybe it's the wrong Dharma talk. I only prepare one Dharma talk. So hopefully, for those of you who don't have any drama, you can relate to this, more or less. But I'd like to share with you the origin of this small insight that I have. In 2014, my mom passed away at the age of 63, 9 days before her 64th birthday. I was 30 years old. It was a tough year for me. For the first time in my life, I dealt with grief of losing a loved one. At the age of 16, I dealt with a different grief, heartbreak. But the death of my mother, the grief was more intense and more personal. There is no expiration date on grief. It comes, it goes. And I was 9 years old as a monastic. And that year I was given the permission to travel to South America in September for a teaching tour. Now can you visualize this? It was a 6-week trip, and we visited 5 countries. And every country, we had a public talk, a retreat, see students, or visit other places. We visited Chile, Ecuador, Colombia, Nicaragua, and Mexico. Never in my life I ate so much beans. That was the food, in Central America. I remember there were days we had beans on the side of the dish, left side, The next day, right side. The other day, beans on top. The other day, it's bean in the middle. Other day, bean at the bottom. The food was a new experience for me. The traffic jam was also a new adventure. And I remember our first stop in Chile. Today was arrival day. The next day, we had events. And I remember one day we had at least 2 or 3 events. It was non-stop. And we didn't really have time to have a proper meeting to discuss who's doing what. So our meeting was in the car. And I remember I only had like 15 minutes to prepare for my sharing in the car with traffic jam. It was my first time in South America. The schedule was very packed. And then suddenly, I had a thought coming up. Too much Dharma can turn into drama. If we continue to offer the Dharma this much, we will end up having drama as a delegation, because we didn't have time to rest. And it was tiring. And I found truths in that, right? And then over some time of practice, I realized, yes, there is truth in that. Too much Dharma can turn into drama. But at the same time, we can find the Dharma in the drama. We can find Dharma in the drama. Our teacher has a calligraphy that we all find them very helpful and meaningful to implement in our daily life. Can you guess what that is? No mud, no lotus. No mud, no lotus. A lotus cannot be grown on marbles or on things that we cherish. They grow on mud. It is through suffering that we appreciate happiness more. So to me, it is the same. No drama, no Dharma. Looking back in our life, we see that we have learned a lot from the dramas, don't we? They help us mature. They help us to see who are our true friends, who to trust, who to rely, when to stop, when to start, and when to pause. When to choose a new direction in our life. But before we go into details, I would like to share with you some disclaimer. I'm not here to praise or to encourage you to create more drama. I'm not here for that. We have enough. I have enough drama. You have enough dramas, right? So I'm not here to encourage you or praise highly of the drama. And I'm not here to condone violence, because violence is a drama. Or condone harm being done to others. Especially to the BIPOC community, to the LGBTQIA+. Or to people with special ability. Or to people who are having a lot of suffering right now. I'm not here to encourage you to do more harm. No. So that's my disclaimer, and I hope you remember that. If you could close your eyes and do this experiment with me. Pay attention to your feelings, the sensation in your body, the emotions, the feelings, and the thoughts. When I say the word Dharma, what comes up in your mind? And if you don't know what the word means, it's also okay. Dharma. How does the body feel? Dharma. What images come up? Dharma. Who is arising in your thought? How is your heartbeat right now? Drama. How does your body feel? Is there some sort of tension? Just be aware of it. Drama. A thought of someone. Who is it? Just recognize it and smile. Drama. When was it? Thank you, dear friends and monastics, for your observation of the body in the body, observation of the mind in the mind. Anyone here doesn't know what the word Dharma means? Can you raise your hand? Okay, you all know. Wonderful. Is it straight or does it look like mountains? It looks okay, right? That's after many years of practice. How to write on a whiteboard. Before it would be like mountains and rivers. Dharma is one of the three Jews in Buddhism. There is the Buddha. Dharma is a teaching given by the Buddha, a teaching that is leading to love and understanding. And then Sangha is a community that lives in harmony and awareness. So Dharma here, they're not just teachings given by the Buddha. They're also teachings given by spiritual practitioners or anyone that wish to share the message of peace, of self-love, of taking care of our mind and of our body. We can call them Dharma. A tree can give Dharma. If you stand and you observe a tree for like 5 minutes, listen to what the tree has to say to you. It is giving a Dharma talk. If you see a child playing or talking to you, like the other day I was asking this 4-year-old girl, "Do you have any power?" And she said, "Yes, I have heart power." Right? That is a Dharma talk. That is Dharma. Dharma is the path. It's the path of mindful living. Leading to healing. Joy, enlightenment. The way of peace. And Dharma is something that we come and see it directly. Because then that would have more impact. There are people who wish not to hear the Dharma, then we don't need to talk about Dharma to them. Like the monastics, we only give Dharma talks when we receive the invitation. Or we only go to places to teach when we are invited. Then we know that people would respect the Dharma and listen to it with care and with respect. Dharma is useful and effective. It can extinguishing of fire, of afflictions. So when we have Dharma, we are in nirvana. And when we have drama, we are in samsara. Samsara means the world of suffering. We are in somewhat world of suffering. And nirvana means the absence of heat, the presence of coolness. And now let us look into the word drama. How many of us here were in drama class at school, in school? right? Few of us, huh? Drama. It is a Greek word which means deed or act. You know, it was so funny that when I went on Google and searched for drama, it came up Korean drama. You know, yeah, Korean dramas are very famous now. People would sit hours in front of television or the computer to watch Korean drama. As if we don't have enough drama in our life already, we want more drama. So we watch movies. We like to watch movies that have a lot of drama, because that's how the brain is attracted. The brain is attracted to negativity and drama. So drama here is like a movie, a play with serious tone or subject. So serious tone. And this is to let us know that drama is not fun to deal with, because it has a serious tone. Another meaning of drama is a state, a situation, a series of events involving interesting or intense conflicts. So again, conflicts, right? Or it can be like an exciting, emotional, unexpected series of events or circumstances. So we have serious tone, we have series of events. Just by looking up the word drama, you can find the Dharma. That drama is a series of events, and perhaps it can be non-stop in our life, which means I have a sad news to share. There will be always drama. Drama will come, whether we like it or not. But so is Dharma, right? If drama is unstoppable, so is Dharma. But however, here, drama is easier to create and easier to find. Where else Dharma? We need to have a lot of practice, a lot of determination and motivation and inner strength. And are we here in the world just to do easy work? Just to create drama? No. We are here in this world to do meaningful work, and that is bringing the Dharma into our daily life. I remember when I was 19 years old, I went to a nursing school. In high school, I was, I think, top 5 in my graduation class. And when I went to the nursing school, I almost failed my anatomy and physiology class. Can you imagine how that feels? Like being the top 5 in your class and suddenly you're failing like the most important subject for your major, which is anatomy and physiology. That was very difficult to accept. And the class that I had an A on is public speaking. Isn't that funny? Maybe that's why today I'm a nun and not a nurse. I was having a lot of drama back then. I didn't see joy in going to school. There was no happiness. So I decided to go to Plum Village and look for the Dharma. And I found it. I found a community of practice. And I felt so content and fulfilled. But does that mean my drama ended? No, it continues. Who say, as monastic, we don't have drama? We do. We have Sangha drama, just like you have family drama, right? But as a Sangha, we have the Dharma to practice. The Buddha spoke about the Four Noble Truths. There is suffering, that's a noble truth. There is the cause of suffering. There is happiness, and there is the way to happiness. So we can see drama as the first noble truth. And Dharma as the fourth noble truth. Which is the way to happiness. We usually call that the Noble Eightfold Path. Anyone here heard these words? Yes, it's very familiar. Whenever you learn about Buddhism, it seems like the first thing you would read is the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path. But today I will not go into details because that would be a lot of information. And we know that everything exists in this life is because of many causes and conditions, right? We are here because our parents gave birth to us, because of the education we receive, because of the food that we eat daily, and because of the cars we drive or somebody took us here. So we are made of non-we element. Humans are made of non-human element. So it's the same with the Dharma. Dharma is made out of non-Dharma element, and one of that is the drama. So anytime that we have drama in our life, there are a few things that we remember. First is that this drama is impermanent. Please remember that. It is impermanent. And we are not in this drama forever. And we want to change our lifestyles. Perhaps in the past, you decided to sleep in on Sunday morning because on Saturday night you study very hard. So the best place to be on Sunday morning is in your bed. But now you want to change your life. You want to change your lifestyle. You tell yourself, there's a monastery nearby. Let's wake up early and go. Let's go see what the monks and the nuns and the lay friends here do every Sunday. What is it about this lifestyle that they commit themselves? Or before, whenever you were sad, you decided to pick up a cup of alcohol, beer, or cigarettes. But now you're tired of doing that. Or you just spend all this time on social media, and you find no benefits in it. You decided to listen to a Dharma talk. That's a changing of lifestyle. So please remember, when drama is there, remember that this is impermanent. Just with that insight alone, we will not fall into despair. We are encouraged to enjoy the beauty of life, to recognize that we can still walk, we can still eat, and we have the ability to love people. And yet, whenever we make a mistake, or make someone sad, or create suffering, we tend to remember those moments longer, right? It's because of our guilt, our inner shame, and because of our compassion. If we go around and hurt other people and we don't find any problem in it, that is a very dangerous move, a very dangerous act. That's when we could care less about other people's suffering or feelings. And that's a very destructive sign. When we care about other people's feelings, the way we think, behave, and speak will be different. So to become aware of the drama, whether it's the drama that we created, or others created, or just society created, is not to fall into despair, but to recognize the reality of the current state, which is to be aware of the suffering. And to keep ourselves informed. Like climate change, we are aware of what is happening to Mother Earth. But then we don't just stop at being aware only. We see that, is there anything that we can do on a personal level? Can I eat less meat? That's a change. Can I buy less things? Do I need another pair of shoes? If you plan to buy a pair of shoes, can we buy vegan shoes? So to be aware of the drama is to raise awareness and to make changes in the decisions we have in our daily life. And to have more compassion. More compassion for ourselves and more compassion for others. It's kind of funny that I come to realize, just from my personal observation, we tend to have compassion easier when we know someone suffers, right? But when we see someone who is happy, successful, or they have what we don't have, do we have compassion for them? Or do we have jealousy? So why is it we only have compassion for someone, for people who suffer more than us, and for people who have more happiness than we have? We don't have as much compassion. And there are moments where we want to do something so that they could have less than we have. We can do something that could damage their reputation. Damage their status. So that can be a wake-up call. If we are sitting here and we have happiness and content with where our life is, don't we also deserve other people's compassion? So please, don't just give compassion to those who suffer, but also give compassion to those who are happier than us, who have more than us, and perhaps who can help other people more than us. Then with that, we will have less drama. Then we start to see, yes, your joy is my joy. My joy is your joy. Then there is no revenge, there's no punishment, there's no rivalry. We have sibling rivalry, collegial jealousy. And that makes us very tired, right? Very, very tired. We show up to work with so much heaviness in our heart. And we are aware of the drama so that we can create less drama. Because we see around us, people suffer a lot. People have enough suffering. We also have enough suffering. So when we are aware of the suffering, it is a reminder for us to create less suffering. Let us listen to one sound of the bell. And to me, each one of us, we have our own way of dealing with our dramas. For some people, they would consume, they would watch movies, they would watch more dramas, or they want to go to the bar and drink a few glasses just to forget about it. But as practitioner, as mindfulness practitioner, the way out of drama is practicing the Dharma. The way out of the drama is to practice the Dharma. Dharma is not something for us just to talk about, but it is a life for us to bring it into our daily life and to be concrete. For example, if we know that tonight I will have a conversation with a family member, and you know ahead what the topic will be, it can be about an issue that you wanted to raise in the family, or with a colleague, whoever. And you know it's going to be a difficult conversation. Then bring the Dharma with you. Bring the mindful breathing. Bring that peaceful steps. Bring the practice of no interrupting when that person is talking. Bring a pebble so you could hold in your hand to remind yourself you are solid as a mountain. That is the Dharma. Bring the Dharma wherever the drama is. So the way out of drama is the Dharma. And there is this saying that the more you do it, the better you get, right? This applies to everything, whether that is learning to play a sport, to give a Dharma talk, to share in front of people, or to write on a whiteboard with no lines. The more you do it, the better you get. The more drama we create, the better our drama is, and the better we create the drama. We have skills. We know how to do it. We are able to get away with it in the beginning. It is the same with the practice of Dharma. If every morning we wake up and we look ourselves in the mirror, and we're able to smile to ourselves and say to the person in the mirror, I wish you a happy day. Well, how lucky we are to be alive. There was a tornado warning on Friday night. At 11:30, we kept on receiving Amber Alert. No, not Amber Alert, emergency alert. The sisters had 3 phones in the common room, and they just took turn to have this notification sound. We turned 2 off and left 1 on. I lay on my bed because I could see the wind outside, the humidity, the dark sky. I did not know what would happen in the next 30 minutes. I went on weather.com to look at the map, and I saw in Clarksdale there was a red sign, and I thought of cô Hồng và chú Đắc. I sent them my peace and wish that they are safe. I went to my bed and I wish that all of the monastics and friends here are safe tonight, and people nearby and people from afar, because there were at least 7 states received the tornado warning. I lay there and I say to myself, Sister Bội Nghiêm, if this is the last night we are on this earth together, I want to let you know that I love you. At 4:30, I heard my alarm clock. I'm still alive. I looked outside, it was dark. I did not see any fallen trees. My sisters are still in the room. When the sun came up, I did not see any damages. We are safe. I saw the destruction that happened in Little Rock, Arkansas, on a parking lot of Kroger. And I thought, what would the lives of these people will be like in the upcoming months and days? So what can I do with my life? Because death comes unexpectedly with the shooting in Nashville. That is why let us not take anything for granted. Experience the ordinary as extraordinary. Don't think that, oh, my partner comes home from work. That's normal. I'm calling my family and they pick up the phone. No special feelings. This weekend, we have a young friend from Denver, Colorado, come here to visit her parents. And to our surprise, we thought she might be experiencing some drama in her life. That's why she comes home to visit her family. But as a smart and intelligent practitioner, she decided to come when she doesn't have any drama. Don't parents deserve a happy presence? Why do we always come to our parents and share with them our drama? Don't they deserve our presence when it's drama-free? So thank you, Kelly, for coming to practice with us and to be with your family when things are going well in your life. That is a Dharma talk. And Dharma is when we are able to change our way of thinking. If we know that these thoughts is making us more sad, feel more hopeless, then we can change our thoughts. Who has a right to say, you have to think about the things that make you sad or fall into despair all the time? Nobody has that right. Who can prevent us to think about things or to think about the situation differently? So there's less drama in our life. Just like Kelly, I decided to move, to leave Magnolia Grove Monastery when I still love this place, when I don't have drama. Much. So I asked the sisters' permission to allow me to move to Deer Park Monastery in October. Because I don't want to leave a place that I have lived 12 years with so much sadness in my heart, with so much burden on my shoulders. Does this mean I encourage you to break up with your partner when you two are happy? You can try. I'm just kidding. We often break up when there's so much drama. Then we suffer greatly. So please, bring the Dharma to the drama with a mindful speech. Because we know words have power. Or actions, mindful speech and mindful action. Anything that happened repeatedly, especially things that are negative, we tend to believe in them. We tend to normalize them. If we grew up in a family that one of our parents is an alcoholic, drank daily, domestic violence happened in the home, a lot of suffering was being caused, and we didn't like any of that. But because those images, those words, we have been watered. So unexpectedly, growing up, we try 1 cup, and then we got addicted to it. And we started to hit our spouse because we saw one of our parents did that. This is based on a true story. When I was at Blue Cliff Monastery for a retreat, a couple from Canada joined our Dharma sharing. And when the wife shared, her husband was there, and she had to keep some things back. And one of my sisters was very sensitive, and she said to me, "Sister, I have a feeling that there's something bothering our friend that she's unable to share because her husband is in the Dharma sharing group. And I say, oh, really? Then perhaps we could invite her and just both of us, we talk to her. And she shared with us that just right before the retreat, her husband hit her badly. She thought she almost died. She was in her 50s, an acupuncturist. He's also around that age, an engineer. He grew up seeing his own father hitting his own mother, and he thought that was normal. She asked him, "Why are you hitting me?" And his response was, "I don't just go around and hit people. I hit you because you're doing something wrong." Both people suffer. These hands are present here to give love, to share love, and to heal. Not to throw, not to hit, not to destroy it. The images that the young children see this can leave mark in the brain and cause great trauma. And suffering starts at a very young age. So please, we become aware of the drama so that we can start to treat a body differently. Start to see that this body is a miracle and it deserves our love and our care. Aware of the drama, to stop. To stop the negative thinking, this self-loath, that I am worthless, that I don't have meaning. Even this pen has meaning. It is to help us to write message on the whiteboard. Even this notebook has purpose. What makes us think that we don't have purpose? So the next time that you say, my life is meaningless, is useless, if you have something in the house, something in your hands, you ask yourself, what is the purpose of that picture? What is the purpose of this button? What is the purpose of these eyes? What is the purpose of my whole being? And to pause our thoughts when they are too quick to jump to conclusion. I was asking a sister the other day, it is our practice to hold the book up like this when we recite the precepts or when we read the sutra. But on that day, I saw the sister just put this book on the floor like this. And you can imagine what goes in my mind. Oh, that sister, she's not practicing the mindful manners. She's being disrespectful to the precept book. She's lazy. See, all these thoughts. I sat there and I observed my thoughts. And reciting the precepts, the mindfulness trainings, is to help us to look at our own practice in the last weeks or so. And here I'm sitting, judging, criticizing. And so the other day I asked my sister, May I ask, is there a reason why you're not holding the book when we recite the precepts? And she say, my shoulders get froze and tensed very easily. So whenever I have to hold something up like this, it gets very stiff. They get very stiff and frozen. That's why I have to rest. Isn't it great when your wrong perceptions are being corrected? So if there's anything that is bothering you that you could ask for clarification, please ask. And please, let us practice not to be the drama creator. Our mind is very creative. It's an artist. We have enough drama in this world, just like we have enough mud. We don't need any more. Ask yourself, what can I do today to create less drama? Can I only go on Instagram maybe once or twice and just 15 minutes each? Or instead of watching TikToks hours after hours, can I just watch it 15 minutes, give myself a timer? Or ask somebody to call me in 15 minutes? And don't be afraid of drama. Why? Because we have the Dharma. Okay, drama, bring it on. Don't go seek for drama. It will come when we least expect it. So in our daily life, when we are healthy, when we are happy, when we don't have any drama, practice the Dharma. Be aware of impermanence. Be aware that a broken relationship can be mended if both sides agree. Or pain will heal eventually. Let us not be afraid of drama. But let us not go create drama. Let us do meaningful work by practicing the Dharma in our daily life. And continue to share the Dharma. Continue to share how you are able to practice gratitude in your daily life. From someone who could look at yourself in the mirror and now you can. For someone who perhaps in the past you harmed yourself and now you have scars. In the past you look at the scars with self-hatred. And now you look at that scar with love. You would caress the scar, the wound, and say, I'm sorry. And that I'm doing my best to take care of myself now. Mistakes are made for learning, not for punishment. And this can help us heal. There are scars that we were born with. There are scars that were created. Whether that is a scar in our heart or a scar in our body. And we continue to share the Dharma, to heal the drama, to stop the drama, to transform the drama. Because we know that this is a teaching, and this can be a teacher. We are practicing to go against the stream. As Buddhist practitioner, we are going against the stream. We come here on Sunday. That's against the stream. There are people that choose to go elsewhere, but we come here. We made a commitment to be a vegan, be a vegetarian, eat less meat. That's against the stream. When somebody comes to us and say, I'm lesbian, I'm gay, I'm transgender, I'm intersex, I'm asexual, and you have compassion in your heart, you look at that person and say, I'm so proud of you. That's against the stream. And I got your back. That's against the stream. When we see somebody in the BIPOC community, Black, Indigenous, people of color, suffer because of racial discrimination, because of microaggression, because of gentrification, because of the lack of rights, we use a privilege because of our skin color to help, not because of our white fragility, to help. That's against the stream. And we continue to be aware of our breathing in each moment of our daily life. To know that it's a miracle to breathe. In the workplace, we hold somebody's hand. We hold somebody's feet. We look at somebody's in their eyes with compassion and wish that may you use these different parts of your body to help make a world a better place, to bring healing to others. That's against the stream, against a stream of our original thoughts. So let us continue to practice, bring the Dharma wherever there is drama. And the only way out of the drama is a practice of Dharma. And remember, there is Dharma in the drama. Thank you so much, dear Sangha, for listening. Let us listen to 3 sounds of the bell.